The specific immune response, T lymphocytes. So we're going to start off with just catching up on the old video. So phagocytosis, the phagocyte presents the pathogen's antigen on its cell membrane. So we call it an antigen presenting cell, and this activates the T lymphocytes. So let's just start with a 1 for that. So the phagocyte, this could be a neutrophil, which is a type of phagocyte. So the T lymphocytes are really the first stage of the specific immune response. We often call T lymphocytes, in general, T cells. There are 3 types that we need to be familiar with. We have T helper cells. These are going to release a molecule called interleukins, which is a type of cytokine, which are messaging proteins, cell signaling proteins. The immune system key terms gives the definitions for those. Interleukins or interleukines are a type of cytokine. And these are going to activate the other type of T cells, T killer cells, and B lymphocytes. Okay, then we have T killer cells. I just mentioned them. So these are going to go into like cell-to-cell combat, sometimes called the cellular response. They're going to kill pathogens. And the third type are called T-Regulator Cells. These are going to stop T killer cells from destroying other white blood cells or antigen-presenting cells. They're going to help rein in the T killer cells. They don't kill everything in sight, basically. Maybe, whatever, any type of white blood cell really that's around, so antigen-presenting cells. So these are the 3 types of T cells that we need to know about. Interleukins is a specific type of a molecule called a cytokine. A cytokine is the family of messaging proteins that are involved in cell signaling that coordinate the immune response. Obviously, for this to work properly, we're going to need the phagocytes to present the antigens. That's going to activate the T lymphocytes, and they're going to have to do their different things and communicate with each other and then eventually activate the B cells, which is the next tutorial. So you can see that it's an intricate jigsaw puzzle of cells working together, and that's all coordinated through these cytokines and interleukins or interleukines. So check out the immune system key terms because that will give you the definitions for those. So we said there's many types of C cell. Each one has a different protein receptor, which is complementary to a specific antigen. So each of these, there's going to be more than, it's not just one helper T cell. There's many different varieties. Again, this is like a family of T cells. Each T cell is going to have a different protein receptor, which is complementary to a specific antigen. Okay, so that brings us on to another key term. In fact, I'm going to draw a diagram to summarize that. So we've got T cells. So I'm going to draw just 3 different T cells here. And they're each going to have a different protein receptor on the surface. This one's going to have a round-ended protein receptor. This one is going to have one that looks like this. And this one's just going to have a straightforward notch in it. Okay, so one of these is then going to be complementary to the particular pathogen that's invading us right now. And from the one in phagocytosis, I actually just used a simple antigen on its surface like this. So a pathogen with its antigens on, and this one is complementary to the protein receptor here. So this is not going to be complementary, and this is not going to be complementary. There's a term that we can use here, and it's called clonal selection. And it's only the T cell, and this applies to some B cells as well, so only the T cell or B cell that binds to the complementary antigen will divide and reproduce. So this one is then going to be selected, and it's selected because its surface protein is complementary to the antigen. And this is then going to divide by mitosis. So this selection process here is called clonal selection. Clonal because it divides by mitosis to make many copies of itself, so it forms clones. So it's selected because its protein is complementary to the antigen. And this is called clonal selection. Okay, the next key term here is clonal expansion. And this is simply that the white blood cell that's selected, so the B cell or the T cell that's been selected selected by clonal selection, divides by mitosis to make many clones of itself. And obviously all of these clones are going to have the complementary protein to the antigen. So 3 types of T cells: T helper cells, T killer cells, T-Regulator cells. T helper cells basically are going to activate B cells and T cells. Killer cells are going to go about and kill the pathogen in some way, and the T-regulator cells are going to stop the T killer cells going totally out of control and destroying everything in sight, including other white blood cells around. So if a T helper cell, that's not one type of cell, that's a whole group of different types of cells. And as is the T killer cells, let's say these are T killer cells, and when this binds on, it's going to destroy the membrane of the pathogen and kill it. So if these were all T killer cells, then you've got many different types of T killer cell. Each one has a different protein on its surface. That protein is going to be one of those proteins will be complementary to the pathogen's antigen. The one that does that, we say that's clonal selection because it's chosen by having a complementary receptor, and when it divides by mitosis to make many copies or clones, then we call that clonal expansion.